G'day everyone, how are you? How is you all on this fine Saturday evening or Saturday morning as a Sunday morning? Who have we got? Hello Azra, lovely to see you here. Hope you're doing well. Hello Renee, hello Sarah. Hey Sue. Yeah, no, I'm trying to be all fancy. Hey Deb. Try to be fancy, doesn't necessarily work that way. So you'll have to excuse me. I am a little bit nasally. I had a week of dress rehearsals and in going between sweating on stage to aircon dressing room and then out into the cold air and back and forth and all of that kind of stuff. So, and everyone gets sick during that. So you'll just have to work with me. Oh, excellent. I hope it goes well, Azra, and you don't have any adverse side effects to it. Trying to explain to Boss how to join group join chat. I know it would have been great if he could have joined in, Evelyn. But tell him to come to this one and join in. I want to say hello to the man. He's a lovely man. And oh no, I'm fine, Deb. Like I don't feel unwell. I think I'm a little bit nasally. I'm tired too. Hey, Catherine, Della. Yeah, I think I'm just a little bit tired more than anything. But so and I've been up since what? When did I wake? When did you start for me, Renee? Like 3 o'clock this morning or whatever it was. I woke up. So I was being awake because I crashed. We had the matinee yesterday. Hey, Louise. I had the matinee yesterday. And so that by the time we bumped out and all of that, because I was doing backstage as well, got all the set and props out, which my boot is full of. And I couldn't have been bothered even unloading it yesterday. We got home about 5:30, something like that. And I fell asleep at 7. So I was kind of like, and then I woke up for a little bit and then went back to sleep. So yeah, I woke up crazy early this morning. But yeah, it's kind of been a little bit hectic, and I don't know what I was going to say. So the question is do you want to see some of the photos from last night? Now, be mindful, I can't show you any with other people in it because that's unfair to, I don't have permission of them. But I can show you some photos of the girls and I, if you would like to see them. Yes? Okay. All right. So now, remembering, if you've been listening, I ended up with I I was a woman playing a man playing a woman, and or wanting to be a woman. Hey, Ashley, and it was quite an interesting character. And one of the cast members come in yesterday and told me that her brother-in-law had watched the nighttime show the night before, and was like adamant that I was not female. So I don't know if that will, I was like, I don't know whether that's a compliment or not a compliment, but I reckon I made a pretty hot dude. So we'll see how we go. We'll see what you think. So I'll put them up and see what they say. Hey, Sarah, I don't know if I said hello to you. So there we go. There is me in my merchant costume. So we've got this one, and I'll get a little bit closer so you guys can have a closer look at that. So we're having a little bit of a look. And then here's me with the girls. And then Georgia and I. Hey, Terilyn, how you doing? Em and I. This was the one coming up. This was after the Friday night show. So this was me slightly boogered. Nailed the 5 o'clock shadow. Thanks. All right, now this is me in my ball gown. So there we go. This is me all ready for the ball. We've got a few of these, and then lastly, the girls looking absolutely gorgeous for the ball, and then me looking like me. Oh yeah, the brow lift. Absolutely. I got Botox once, and then I couldn't do my eyebrow lift, and I was like, I'm never getting Botox again because that's part of me is the brow lift. I say a lot with that. But yeah, so that was a few of the images from the show, and here's the program. So we've got Cinderella Enchanted, and there is my name, George's, and Emily's, and then over here with set design, and these obviously the programs were ordered before they shoved me in as backstage crew and assistant manager. So, but that doesn't really bother me. So yeah, so that's our program. But yeah, it went really really well. But I've got after this I've got to go out, and we're having the aftercast due at lunchtime today, so got to head out there for that. So yeah, I'm going to get in and kind of get started on this image. I suppose I should. Hey, and yeah, they are very beautiful girls. Della, I know it is a problem that I have. Trust me. They are incredibly gorgeous girls, and I have to let them into the public, which is always a concern. Hey, Sheena, how are you? Yeah, so letting them out in public is always a bother. So I'm going to get started on Black Widow, but before I go in and do any colouring, I'm going to just add yellow to areas that would be getting some of the reflection from. I'm going to zoom in, actually, would probably be a good thing. Yellow into any of the areas that are going to get some of the reflection from the explosion. So it's just so I don't forget when I go in and start colouring. I didn't realise how nasally I sounded until I started talking. I'm like, oh, I do sound a little bit nasally. Oh yeah, they are. They're just beautiful, beautiful girls. So they're good girls. So Georgia on Friday as well come home, and she has been selected as a prefect, I guess is the word, but basically as a junior prefect, junior leader. So that's pretty awesome. So she's done really well there too. George, yeah, I know. But what's even funny, yeah, yeah, trust me, Della, thought about it. What's even funny is the amount of comments I get, like, and Emily gets, that they say that Emily looks like me as well. And because she's not biologically mine, we always just have a giggle about that. And yeah, and I'm like, okay. And we're like, yeah, radio. There's no genetic crossover there, but we'll go with it. Oh yeah, I'm excited to go. I'm not excited for what my bank account's going to look like at the end of it, but I am excited also to go formal dress shopping for her. But all right, I'm going to come in with Merc. So Merc is from the Skin Light set, and I'm just going to run a light layer of that onto here. Good thing is there's not too much skin. Considering she's wearing like a full leather suit, makes life easier. So how's everyone's week been? Oh, nice, Azra. That sounds lovely. It's all right. The base dress of Emily's ball gown for the show was the most incredible formal dress. I keep saying prom, but we don't call it prom. Formal dress, and it just fitted her so incredibly perfect and looked amazing on her. And so I'm going to keep that in the back of the mind because the costume lady, she owns that dress, and she's like, if you want to use it for prom formal, you can. So if we can't find anything, we know that one doesn't exist. That one exists. So I'm going in with Eggshell now, which is also from the Skin Light. I'm just slowly building up colour. So because I'm working on a tanned paper, it'll probably take a bit of time for the colour to be evident. Oh. Yeah, the temptation to go back to bed after this. I did end up having a small cat nap while Evelyn was streaming. Not for very long, but I managed to get a little bit of more rest. But it will be I'm going to go with cream. I just want to put a bit more yellow tone into her skin. But yeah, the temptation to go back to bed after this and not go to the cast party is going to be real. We might get out there a little bit late. All right. Now let's start thinking about adding in some shading. So I'm going to go in. Oh, my nose. It's doing so well. What am I going to use to shade, people? Tell me. Brain is not working. Yes, Casper, I know. I know, mate. I know. I'll start with a little bit of saffron. I'm just going to sharpen that. I don't know. We're shading her face of some sort. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know how long I'll manage to be on today either. You know, delirium. So saffron is from the Skin Light. I've tried to pick the majority of the skin tone colours from the skin tone set. Well, skin tone sets, but yeah, I'm in pain, but not like well, I'm not in pain, but I certainly know I've been very active this week. I'm working on toned grey Strathmore mixed media too, if anyone was interested what paper I'm using. All right, going to come in with, I've got to sharpen all these pencils. Oh, it's all right. I'm went to put my oven on the other day, and my light's not working. The oven's still working, but I'm gonna have to go find a bulb. Could I tell my landlord? Yes. Am I going to? No. Bulb's not hard to replace. What am I doing? Oh, cinnamon. Oh, telling you people, struggle is real. So I haven't been doing much colouring at all, apart from getting the hugs in. I haven't been doing much at all, so I'm feeling quite out of practice, if that makes sense. I'm kind of like a little bit not a bit unsure of what I'm doing. So I know for you guys in the States, today was a for today for you, it was yesterday for me. It was a fairly big day, big 20 years since September 11. And it's amazing. I like, I can still remember exactly what I was doing that day and how it happened. Hey Jamie, how are you? Um, so my thoughts are with you all. I'm just going to go in with a bit of washed purple to grey down or, dull down those shadows. Need to sharpen this. Oh, sharpening pencils. Effort. Yeah, that's fair enough, Evelyn. It changed a lot of people's lives that day across the world. Yeah, I was at my dad's, and the night before, we'd only been talking about the states and talking about the state of the world, saying that something just didn't feel right, and felt like something was going to happen. Just the vibe of how the global atmosphere was feeling. And then he come in and woke me up in the morning. And at that stage, it was the first tower. And he's like, they bombed America. And because at that stage, no one really understood what was happening. And I woke up and, yeah, we just spent the day looking at it, thinking we were watching a movie. It was strange. Going in with Rust. It was just the most bizarre feeling, like you were watching something at the cinema, but the fact that it was real life. It's definitely a crazy time. So just sat there, and I was actually cross stitching a wedding embroidery that I was doing for my stepsister. She had just gotten married a couple of days before, but I'd never gotten it finished in time. And just spent the day there doing that, just watching it in amazement and sadness. And I think the hardest part was when the people on the plane that was heading towards the Pentagon were extremely heroic, going in with eggshell and made the choice that they did. That one just, yeah. Catherine, I love that. Lynn, I don't know if I said hello to you. Hi, Lynn. I love that, Catherine. That's awesome. Hi, Paul. And now I'm just going to go in with cream. And use that to blend it all together. I love it. But it's funny, like the girls all know you too, like know everyone. I'll say something and they'll be like, oh yeah, da 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 da. And I'll be like, yeah, it's so sweet. Probably should have looked at what colour eyes. It seems so long ago that I even bothered to look at pictures. She got blue eyes. Okay. And I have just watched all the Marvel movies, but do you think I can remember something like that? No. Not a chance. All right. That colour. That colour. That colour. Yeah, I know, it's lovely. It's well, you are part of our lives, and you know, it's you girls are totally looking forward to you guys coming over, Evelyn. All right. Okay, so I'm going to go in with denim. I don't know how much I'm going to get in there because it's like the tiniest image ever, but I'm going to go with denim. Sharpen these pencils for two little things. Forget me not. And have I broken the lead? Yes, I have. Am I going to do anything about it? No. For this, it's going to work. And then I'll put it away and forget that the lead's broken. And next time I go to use it, it'll be like, and storm blue. All right. Oh, how cute. That's cute, Evelyn. All right, coming in with shadow. I'm going to use that shadow just while I've got it out. I'm just going to go right along the hairline. Right. Come in. Oh, sharpening pencils. Oh, right. I see. Okay. I'm going to come in with, what's it called? No, space is the one I wanted anyway. Ah, gosh. I pulled it out. It's a problem with no colour dips. Oh, yeah, they'd be in trouble for that. Yes, Catherine? Yes. Yes, indeed. All right, now I'm going to come in with Black Widow. Sorry, concentrating. I've got my head right down. I don't even know if you can see it, but like my head's right down because I can hardly see this. All right, and then my nose. Excuse me. Oh. Let's go in and put some saffron on her lips. To start with. And then a little bit of cinnamon. Back with that saffron. And I've lost my 6mm Uniball Signo, which is really frustrating because that's my favorite white gel pen. Then I'm going to come in with the Jelly Roll. we go. Yeah. Oh, yes, that would hurt. Yeah, that's it. And they, you know, your kids sound smart enough that they recognise that what they did was wrong. My kids are very similar in that regard. So they'll understand the consequences. All right. Going to go in with chestnut. And I'm just going to run this as a base layer along her hair. I'm going over where it's black as well because I want that black to be toned with whatever colour we're using. Oh, yeah, it's just, I'll be fine, Azra. It's just early morning and I'm tired. So I'm not being too particular with this chestnut. It's just the initial laydown of colour. So I'm going to, in the next week, because I actually have time. I say that. I think I have some time in the next week. But I'm away the week after. I'm going to film a colour along, and I'll show you what I'm going to be filming. Oh, excuse me. I know my socks are all. I've got to put them. I've got nothing on because I had everything. Like I don't even have nail polish on because I had everything taken off for the show last night. The only jewelry I've got on is it's a Mimco ring, which is like a brand in Australia. I don't know if it's worldwide Mimco, and but it looks like a male's ring. That's the only piece of jewelry I've got on. But yeah, the girls loved their Zocs as well. But I have everything off. Feels weird not having nail polish on. But yeah, so colour along. I'm going to do a page from, I'm going to just zoom out. I'm going to do a page from Lost Ocean. And I'm going to be doing this double page here, the fishy houses. Now, the question is, I was going to do this using the new Phoenix Colour pencils that I just did a swatch first impressions of. Would that be okay with everyone? So using these guys just to test out how they work and have a play with them and cry every time I sharpen them. I've already got another set in my cart. I just haven't checked out because I've got to go on holidays. So I'll have to do it when I get back from holidays. But yeah, so I'm going to do a colour along kind of style video with that if you guys would be interested. Oh, I thought you wanted to say it felt weird not having my beard on. Yeah, I know. It was quite funny, like when we went out into the like after the show, went out into the foyer. It was quite funny the amount of people that commented that they were too busy kind of watching and waiting to see what antics I'd get up to in the background. And I'm like, oh, okay. Oh well, that's good. At least they enjoyed my little bit moment in the ensemble. Pretty pencils always make me happy. sharpening them's not going to make me happy. But, so it will make me happy, but sharpening them not so much. Mona, hey, Mona. Duh. Now I've got it in my head again. Oh my God. At least it's not the princess having a ball. That'll be good to get those songs out of my head, I can tell you that. I just realised this little bit in here is part of her costume. Yeah, the Fooies are lovely. They're a nice pencil, Astra. No, I'm not doing blonde Black Widow. I'm doing redhead Black Widow. Zoom back in. Hold on. Oh no, because I've only just gotten it, and I'll take some Brufen and stuff. But it's only a sinus. I'm not sick. It's just from all of the smoke and sweat and everything of stage. But I'm not unwell, if that makes sense. I'll just sound even more husky to you guys than normal. And I sound husky enough as it is. So I'm still working with that cinnamon. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I mean, Auntie. I'm not concerned about it at all. I generally don't, head colds and stuff like that don't usually hang around long with me, so it'll be gone soon. All right. Now I'm going to come in with mud. I've got to find it, but da, 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 da. Do I have it out? I don't know. No, I don't. There you go. Hey, Terralyn, you just finished. Oh, nice, nice. I just want to finish a page. Oh, no worries, Angela. That's okay. Thank you for popping in. You know, it's been weird being away. So this is mud. It's always weird. I'm colouring with mud now. Just a bit of mud. Oh, Ashley rolling over. That's so cute. So cute. Just melt your little heart. I'm looking forward to the next set where I can sit there and say, I'm going to use zombie now. I know that's a colour name, so I'm like, just going to use a bit of zombie, which I would assume will be a grey-green colour kind of colour, but who knows? Oh, nice. Goes first tooth. No, you'd be surprised. The teeth actually don't really bother you too much. It's when they learn to bite that it's a problem, but they don't really understand the biting yet. So the teeth aren't too bad yet. If you could hear Heath in the background, that's him try to say Casper, Casper, Casper. Because Casper will be sitting under his high chair waiting for toast. All right, dark chocolate. He's waiting for his little mini breakfast. Typical Labrador. Always just sitting there waiting for the next lot of food. Because, he's so starved. If you've seen photos of him, you'd think, oh, I starved the poor boy. You give up cooking. I always never really want to cook what I cook, mainly because I get more enjoyment out of the actual cooking of it. But by the time it gets to the eating of it, I'm like over it. I don't know if that's just weird or that's just me, but I actually, if I spend ages making like a really like big meal, by the time it gets to the eating of it, I'm like, nah. Could also be to, the fact that I've done quite a few taste tests in the interim. So I'm just going to come in with the black, just in a couple of sections. Because now that I've got a whole lot of color down, the black is not going to be black. It will be toned by the colors I've already got down. Oh, where did I put that tissue? No, I see. No, if I don't cook, nothing gets done. Mind you, having some home cooked meals is going to be nice again. All right, going to go back in with chestnut. So if I'm going to resharpen it, and I'm going to change the dial on my dial. So I usually have it short, but I want to do hair flicks. All right. I'll probably watch me break this tip now that I've made it sharper. Oh, green beans, they don't like you, just like onions. Yeah, holding my breath, watching, waiting for me to snap the tip. Yeah, I know. I watch you, Angie, on your hugs at the moment, and the tips you have on those Prismas. I'm just like, man, that'd be crumbling under my hand. It'd be just like snap, 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 snap. All right, cinnamon, which was the lightest color we'd put down. Yeah, no. No, it's not in my nature. All right. And then we're going to come back in with that yellow, which was that sunburst. Just bring back yellow. Hold on, I'll be back. I just got to let Winnie out. I'll be back. Yeah, I can do it. I can do light. I'm impatient. That's what it comes down to more than anything. Impatience. Where it's necessary, I can go light. All right. Okay. Curly bananas. Did you have to do more laundry, Louise? All right. Oh, you're missing her videos. Yeah, no, she's been doing the ones for the hug a day. So in with some Prisma white now, just to add a few strands of highlight through the hair, just a few little touches. Probably should use my brush, not my tissue, hey? All right. Yeah, the one I've got listed on my latest hugs has Angie's proper one, but if you went to the one in my first two, I put the link to the wrong Angie. I know, I didn't break a tip. See, I was being gentle with that one. Yeah, there was no Angie on that first one. But I fixed it now. I've got to remember to go back to those first couple of videos and change it, but I forget. All right, I'm going to come in with gunmetal. And I'm going to seem like I'm doing nothing because it's a very similar color to the toned grey, but I'm going to run some gunmetal across all of her, what's it called? Better not call it a costume. Her uniform. Oh, you still haven't posted. um, No, she wears a lot of black. Probably why she's called Black Widow. Maybe. Could be that. Oh, I'm out of frame. Okay, sorry. Sorry. I'm not doing much. You can't really see what I'm doing anyway. Laying down a lot of light grey on a light grey paper. La 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 la. It's like watching paint dry. This. It's like okay. I think they could have come up and made it like a different color, like Red Widow or something. I don't know. But no, it has to be black. Be like, what color am I going to wear today? Black. Okay. Let's wear black. All right. Yeah, it was going to be a red black. I just had to get there. All right. Now I'm going to come in with, where are you? Brown bug. Okay, so brown bug. I'm going to start thinking about how I'm going to do this. So I'm going over the black and out into where we've just put down that grey. What show am I going to do next? I don't know. Well, I can't do Harry Potter because theatre show. I'm not sure. We'll see what happens. I don't think there'll be anything this year, anymore this year. But I know that the director's got some like not musical, but just general straight plays in mind, which is great. So she's already pretty much cast me in the mains of those roles. I'm like, okay, basically, if I don't have to sing, that's good. So yeah, so something along those lines, I'd imagine. She was saying something about a play that, like lots of like more like short plays. So putting together a confirmation of some short plays. And she said there's one play with two women talking at a bus stop, and one's posh and one's a little bit less posh. And apparently she's cast me for the less posh one. I wonder why. I'm like, right. Don't know why I'd ever be cast as the less posh one. I said, I can be posh. She's like, nah, I prefer you bogan. So am I right? But what's been even more impressive is just how well Georgia does with theatre. So I think she will probably also do something like that, because Georgia is like me. She has not been blessed with a musical theatre voice for singing. Um, Oh, Evelyn. Oh, you are way too kind. That's just totally unnecessary. But thank you. Look, I figured out how to do something. Let's see if it works. Look at me be fancy. Look. Thank you. Um, she's good in the fact that she can improvise really well. So we had a prop malfunction on stage. Oh no, we're done now, Della. We're done. Yesterday was our last one. Um, we had a prop malfunction on stage, and her and I basically kept in character and dealt with the prop malfunction. But she improvised it so well, like to just be able to pick it up and work with it to make it less obvious that it was a prop malfunction. It was obvious that it was a prop malfunction, but we kind of just made it part of the moment. Um, and she's only 12 and she's already can manage to do something like that. It's pretty good. So, um, yeah, good fancy job for me. Thanks. Yeah. Oh, double crust. Oh my gosh. Stop it. Now I want food. I want me some food. Maybe I'll go steal some of his toast. Except for he has Vegemite on his toast and I don't like Vegemite, so probably not. Alright. I might only do her legs, and if I get it done, we'll get back to doing the rest of her armor, uniform, whatever we're going to call this thing. The question is, what do I colour next week? I kind of want to do, I'm thinking of doing a DC poster kind of thing, but I'll do it with a marker base so it doesn't take so long. All right, we got that. There's a banana bug. Um, where is midnight? Midnight. Ding, 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 ding. Where have I put you? You should be there, but you're not. So I must have you out already. There we go. Midnight. Ooh! No, lucky we didn't have a pit, which was really good. Oh, no. Angie, no. Ours was just some material falling off the cloth store. All right, so I'm going in with Midnight. I'm going to start bringing this out. No, that was all it was. Some of the cloth fell off the stall and was on the stage, so I just picked it up and started wrapping it around me like I was excited about making a dress out of the cloth. And Georgia, she decided that her character didn't like me, which I don't blame her because I'm a dandy kind of fella, and she decided that she was going to treat it like I was just a pest. So she was trying to get the cloth back from me because it was her cloth stall anyway. And I'm like, so she did really well with that. Oh no. Evelyn. Oh, funny. Well, I'm tired of falling over on stage because at one point that I deliberately fall over. Well, I get shoved over. Um, so I'm tired of fake falling. I got bruises all over my legs. I'm like, yep. The poor kids just lay there under the door. Well, at least they didn't break character. That's the main thing. All right, gonna go in now with Black Widow Black. Just going to put that in all of the areas that have got the black ink. Oh, Mars long hair. Oh no. Oh, he come back to life. At least he come back to life. That works. Still got to figure out what I'm going to do for Ashley's hashtag. I'm like, I don't know what to do. Brown bug. There's so many things that make me happy. And I'm like, oh, what do I do? Here I did. I just went over that black. I didn't actually want to go over the black with that. But I just wanted to go back over the other black. Because there's different types of black people. All right, back in with Midnight Black. Oh, nice. Yeah, I was in a Wild West play. I was wearing a corset, and I was always worried because I had to run around and, pick people up and flirt. I always seem to end up picking people up. People take advantage of my size, I'm sure of it. My strength. And I was always afraid that something was going to bust out of that corset. Right. Let's go in with that gunmetal again. I'm just using this to lightly burnish the colours. I'm not going over where the black is, but because there's a difference between the not black and the black. All right. Where you be? There you be. Yes, it just pretended to be more junk. Yeah. That's it. Oh no, I trip over myself all the time. That's it. You just got to make the improv work. All right, I'm just coming in with a blender. So I think on this paper, my Derwent blender will work better. Much better. So generally the Caran d'Ache blender is all right on smooth paper, but on a toothier paper, something like the Derwent blender works so much better. Okay, no worries. You go eat. Yeah, always after the stage, you've got to laugh. You've got to sit there and go, oh, well, that happened. Like, first night, where during the transformation for Cinderella, the zip busted on Cinderella's dress. So we're trying to, make that work without the audience too much realizing that it wasn't up at the back. I'm sitting there as a coachman trying to subtly try and see if I could fix the zip, but I couldn't. All right, I'm going to run a little bit of that sunburst. And one there. And then a little bit of Prisma White. Hello, Sonette. How are you? Oh, see, Evelyn's gone. She wouldn't have noticed if I'd used my hand then. So what do you reckon? Do you reckon that works? Yeah, fair enough. I do that all the time. I'll watch, especially if I'm still awake when Emily does one of her for me it's a nighttime stream, but for her morning stream. But yeah, but she might watch it back, but that's all right. Don't care. She can't tell me what to do after. I'd be like, hey, did it anyway. All right. Yeah, I like how that turned out. That's pretty cool. All right. So we'll do this. We'll do a thigh. Okay. Now I got to remember what I did. All right. Midnight. Oh, what? He's talking to me. No one. Good. That's it. I'll just be like, you didn't see anything, Evelyn. You imagined it. It didn't happen. So nothing. Nothing. The gloves, and I'm only using that. All right, because I'm left-handed and I, death grip my pencil regardless. The reason why I'm using the glove is because I've already done the entire background in colored pencil, and me resting would make it transfer. So I don't wear it all the time, but when I know that I'm going to be having it resting on a lot of coloured pencil work, I do put it on. It depends on what I'm doing, but yeah, I was conscious of that today, and mainly because of the colours I've used. Like I've used a lot of greys and blacks, and that will move quite a lot over the page. So I, I was like, no, I'll put the glove on just to kind of limit it. Will it prevent it completely? No, but I'm just trying to be mindful of my own colouring style and the way I hold a pencil. You'll notice that I never do that kind of colouring where you hold it right back, because I can't. That's not how I hold a pencil. So if I need to go lighter, I actually bring my hand back further, and that will lighten up my grip. But I can't do this because it's just the way that I hold a pencil. So I actually just move my entire hand further, like stretch it out, not the pencil. I hope that kind of makes sense. Yeah, I can't do that. This kind of, like, see, you can see I've just got no idea. The beauty of the left-handed death grip, basically. So I don't know if I said I was in with the black, so Black Widow now. Just going back over that black ink area. So whilst it always kind of looks like I'm just in full death grip mode, surprisingly I'm not. Yeah, the joys of the left-handedness. Because you learn to hold a pencil or a pen, right? Like, so when I write like this, with a pen and things like that. And it kind of looks like my wrist is breaking. But you learn to write that way so that you don't smudge your work. So it kind of always looks a little bit obscure. But yeah, if you ever see me writing, I actually, like, if I write like this. At least with coloured pencil work, and mainly because I'm, streaming, I've learned to hold it more to the side, because if I did this, you'd never see anything I coloured. So I've kind of tried to adapt it to this style so that at least you see a little bit of what I do. But it's about the best I can do with my death grip. Yeah, I think that's the thing. All right, so I'm going to go back in with the brown bug now. Just over that. So I'm just obviously I'm layering this up because I'm going to come in and blend it, but I don't want to go in with heavy layers because I don't want to completely destroy the tooth. Although Strathmore paper is the mixed media paper. It's got tooth for days. Yeah. Yeah, the joys of how we write. It's great. Though I am going to bring in where are you? Where are you? You can't be out already. Missing a red. Missing a red. Da 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 da. Where is that red? Oh, don't know. I don't know. So I'll go for this one instead. Because I don't know where it is. It's going to irritate me now, but I'll be like, where's that red pencil? Right, I'm going to come in with a bit of deep red because I actually want these to be her leg ties to just be more red. Why not? Okay, back to that brown bug. All right, back in with a midnight. Everyone's gotten quiet. You're all going sleepy on me. Or dinner time. I know it's dinner time for a lot of you guys. All right, back in with Black Widow. All right. A little bit of that gunmetal. Oh, it's annoying when you sit on your glasses. And my problem is I sat on my glasses like 2 weeks after I'd gotten a new pair. And I went in and it was going to cost more just to get a new arm for the glasses than to get a new set of glasses. But then they found a similar arm that was kind of the same style. And I went, that's all right. So only the ones I wear at home anyway. So if you my glasses at home, if anyone ever looks closely, the arms are actually different. No, I don't care. So they're my Harry Potter glasses. So they're my round ones, kind of like Harry Potter style, but not black. All right. Going to come in with the blender. Oh, one of the chooks is laying an egg out there. All right. Let's come in with that sunburst. Let's put it there. And then oh, okay, yeah, no, mine was only the thing, the back with a little bit of Prisma white. So if you're wondering what I'm doing when I take the pencil away, I'm actually just running it through my other fingers just to get just to run it. So because I'm working with blacks, it will dirty quickly. So I just run it through my fingers so that the tip actually stays white and is usable for the highlight, if that makes sense. All right, there we go. We did a leg and some hair. But I'm actually going to call it there because I am tired. All I'm going to do is obviously repeat that all on her armor. So you aren't going to on her thing. You're not going to miss much. And this I'm just going to do white because the movie posters is all white with a kind of black and red drop shadow. So nothing too exciting. But yeah, it's kind of what going to do there. Let's go out so you can see it as a whole. All right, so that's it as a whole there. Let's bring it back into focus. All right, yeah, so that's it kind of fully done. And yeah, so I'll finish this off and I'll do that, start that color along, and your next week might be a DC movie poster. And then the weekend after that is Ashley's event. So we might do that. All right. Thank you guys for joining me. Sorry I wasn't like fully with it, but still half exhausted. It was great talking to you all. Look after yourselves, and I don't even know. I might pop in on Wednesday, or Tuesday night, depending on if anyone else does an impromptu. See how the week goes. All right, look after yourselves. Take care, and I'll see you later. Bye. And by the way, thank you, Evelyn. You are amazing. Love you.